Alright folks, Pitching Ace Idiot, we are back. Like our monkeys on Facebook. Let's unlock Chapter 3 and head on. Somebody needs help. Let's have a look. Hey, so nice to see you here. Rita, Martine, what happened? We heard someone screaming. Oh, Martine nearly fell into the lava. I had to pull her back. It was hilarious. You try walking in heels and all this rubble. Jeez, when did you two get so wasted? What are you doing on a crime scene? Martine wanted to take a selfie for her Instagram pic profile with the lava. Oh, for Pete's sake, you're not safe to be around lava in your present state. I better drive you back to the station. It won't be long, Ace. I'll meet you at Mira's studio so we can get on with finding the clues. They're drunk. Just a way to leave it on a little bit of a cliffhanger. There's absolutely nothing to do with the case. You killed Florence. Well, that's not good. Pineapple, smartphone. Pineapple, oh, I see it's up here. Torn canvas. Ace, there must be something here to crack this case. What is it? That play is both very quaint and a bit morbid. There's a little tombstone with the ripped Florence on it, along with an angry message that says you killed Florence. But who's this Florence? Ace, this is not a good time for riddles. Let's hope we can find that handwriting in our database and get some answers. We also have a phone to unlock and a canvas ripped to shreds. Alright, time to use our crime-solving talent to find out who killed our heartless artist. That's an awesome picture right there. Ooh, maybe Florence is her real name. Interesting. Marconi, interesting. Ace's portrait is not one of Mira works. It has her signature. Wait, the model looks familiar. Of course, it's Tony Marconi, that former gangster we saw at the yacht party. I think it was Marconi who slashed this canvas to bits? You're right, we better hear this straight from him. I think it's a cool picture, actually. Apparently he didn't think so. This one belongs to Christian Bateman. Oh, I thought he said he only met Mira once at the film premiere. I wonder how they left his phone in her studio then. You're right, we better send this phone to Kathy and see what you find. Oh yeah, everyone kind of already thought that there was a relationship between the two of them. Ace, the message on that plate was written by Mira's mom. Let's find out what the message about killing Florence means. Let's talk to Miss Abernathy again. No, I mean, if people subscribe, and I have 2 subscribers, so I made a whopping, I think I've made $5 for doing all this Twitch stuff. I think that's what it's coming out to be. Hey, Mr. Marconi, we found the portrait of Mira's destroyed in Meerkat Studio. Care to tell us the full story? Anything for you, Secret Agent Ace. After all, you and I go back a long way. Only the doctor prescribed my antidepressant knows more about me than you do. You see, now that I'm a law-abiding businessman and all that, I wanted a portrait in my office, something that gives me the right impression of me, like my crocodile skin wallet. I heard about this up-and-coming artist, Mira Cat, so I commissioned a portrait from her. Needless to say, Price was not an object. Well, Secret Agents found the canvas ripped to shreds, so I assumed the portrait wasn't to your taste. Of course not. I was going to pay for that abomination. Just look at it and tell me, is this some kind of practical issue? No one makes fun of Tony Marconi in this town, do you hear me? Least of all, a wannabe artist still wet behind your ears. Ah, Mr. Marconi, maybe Detective Jones was right to warn us about you. But if you took out your anger on Mira, Secret Agent Ace will find out. It's got a temper. Miss Abernathy, you admitted that you and your daughter were different, but from the message on the plate, it sounds like you were accusing her of murder. Oh, well, so you know about the Secret Agents. Well, you better hear the full story then. Florence was Mira's childhood cat, a sweet, sweet creature. I loved her. But Florence went missing one day, and well, a few days later, Mira showed me her first work of art. I'm not sure I followed it. Mira made a collage of cardboard with Tufts engraved fur glued onto it. It was exactly like Florence's fur, and Mira was grinning ear to ear. Wait, you think your daughter killed her cat to make art? Well, she never admitted it, but I just knew. That's why I made that plate. If I was ever to lay eyes on any more of her art, I wanted her to confess first. I needed closure. The Mira showed no remorse. I had to face the crushing truth. I brought a terrible creature into this world. I hope you didn't resolve to take her out of it, Mr. Abernathy, but the only closure you'll get is the prison cell door slamming shut on you. Oh, snap. Kathy, I hope you have some answers about Bateman's phone. Ace found it in Mira's studio, and I bet he's hiding something from us. Well, you can say that again. But first things first, I only found a few texts between Mira and Bateman setting up that date at the film premiere you already know about. Fortunately, that's not all I found. But I better let Gabriel tell you about the audio files. Well, you sure have our attention. Gabriel, what are those files about? Bateman's audio diary started out innocuous enough, just ramblings about stock market trends and so on. However, they quickly turned into long, detailed fantasies about torturing women. Wait, what? Bateman wants to torture women? How sick is that? The most disturbing aspect of it is Bateman's total lack of empathy. His voice stays emotionless through it all, like it was nothing. Just like American Psycho. Well, his notes also revealed he's on antidepressants, though he probably needs something stronger. Ace, Bateman always made my skin crawl with his rich total concept for others, but I thought it was because he was a rich moron. But torture fantasies are a whole new level of sick. You're right, Ace. We must bring Bateman in now. Yep. I mean, Christian Bale. I mean, you got... Did such a good job of that. I mean, it's so creepy. Hey, Mr. Bateman, we found your phone and your sick fantasies about torturing women. Well, thoughts are not a crime. It's just a way to let off steam. Secret Agent Ace, you have no idea about the high-pressure world of finance. I've earned more money since the start of this conversation than you'll ever see in your life. You think that's easy? Then there's peer pressure, the constant competition. Is my crocodile skin wallet shiny enough? Is it already a week old? Is it embarrassing? The only thing that relaxes me after a long day is biting into red-hot chilies. Pain calms me. The cops should understand, Secret Agent Ace. You're no stranger to pressure, even though, of course, you earn a lot less than me. Wow, Mr. Bateman, if you killed Mira to fulfill your depraved fantasies, arresting you will give us the satisfaction we need from the job. Oh, snap, someone from the chat said that he might have captured, Zoe. That would have been... I would be pissed if that were the case. Ace, this investigation started creeping out. We were to believe Mira's mom. Mira's art has sadistic side right from the start. She literally created her first piece of art out of her dead cat. Let's not forget the photograph she took of Ruby while she was buried under rubble without even knowing her. But all that pales in comparison to Bateman, who's literally fantasizing about torturing women. We need the answers fast. Maybe you're right, Ace, but we didn't find out the rubble might be under the disco lights. Let's go back to the yacht. Crazy. Hey, thanks all of you guys for hopping on to the stream to kind of figure out what is going on, who the murderer is. Appreciate it all. If you guys have not, hit the follow button. I'll let you know when I'm going live. Thursdays at about this time. It's 6:30 Eastern. We usually arrest the killer. It's always a good time to hop on. You can always hop on before or after in order to hang out with us a little bit. We've got a good, close-knit people. And Just chit-chatting about stuff while we collect some stars. So, be curious if we can hit the 120 or 132 mark that was set by the last case of Last District. Hey, so even if the guest of honor is dead, some others have clearly had a good time. Look at that pile of leftovers. Yeah, we should search through it. And hey, those are Mira's glasses. She didn't have them when we found the body, which means the killer must have dropped them here. Let's collect a sample from that purple substance on the frame. Hey, so we're closer than ever to catching Mira's killer. There's not a second to lose. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh my gosh, I'm getting antsy. We're so close. We're so close to finishing this off. What's that wrench doing under party leftovers? You're right, Ace. We know Mira was hit in the head before she was pushed in her cage, and there's some dried blood on that wrench. We don't have a moment to lose. Let's send this wrench to the lab. I don't think it's big. I think he's going to need an additional investigation. I think it might be Ruby, honestly. Now that we've sampled the substance from the victim's glasses, it's time to send it to the lab. Yeah, Bateman's just red herring. He's gonna come up in other cases, I think. Hey, is you using the right shampoo for your hair color? Different levels of pigmentation react differently to various chemicals, you know. Yep, it's redhead. I mean, it's kinda you to care, but we don't have time for beauty advice. What about the substance Ace collected from our victim's glasses? That's what I'm talking about. The substance was shampoo, conceived specifically. Oh shoot, I'm wrong. Black hair. Well, Mira's green hair wasn't part of her trademark, so it wasn't hers so much on our glasses. But we already know the killer took Mira's glasses from the crime scene to hide them at the party. So the shampoo must have come from them, which means it's the killer who has black hair. The killer's black hair will be their downfall. So it's either Marconi or Bateman. Oh man, I hope it's Bateman. Oh snap, it could be Marconi. Hey Rupert, any news about this wrench we found at the yacht party? Ace thinks the killer could use it somehow. Very true, Ace, and entirely correct. I found traces of the victim's blood on the wrench, which confirms that Mira's head was caused by this tool. What's even more interesting, that I found some skin cells on the surface, but they weren't from the victim's scalp as I suspected. The skin cells revealed to be the kind of extra tissue that's found on your people's hands. Therefore, they belong to the victim, to your killer. So examine them closer from the structural changes in the cells caused by natural aging. I can tell you that they belong to someone under the age of 40. Yes, it's Bateman. So now we know the killer's age, Ace. This discovery will throw a wrench in the works for them. Yes. Yes. Ace, we have all the evidence to arrest Mira Cat's killer. Let's go. Nice, it's Bateman. I thought they might leave him for Zoe, but he's definitely the guy. I don't even need to look at him, I just know he is. Nice. Mr. Bateman, you're under arrest for the murder of Mira Cat. Synchronization Ace, you keep going on about this Mira chick like I should know everything about her. I already told you you're mistaken. Yeah, you already told us you remembered Mira's name, but you can't hide behind your arrogance anymore. We know that you lied. You lying, Synchronization Ace. I'm actually more honest than most people. I don't pretend to care about them when I don't. But what made you push Mira into the lava and wish that she'd burn in hell? You have traces of your medication behind when you scratched that car door, you know. Oh, so I'm a killer because I take antidepressants. You can arrest almost everyone in 100 mile. That's Synchronization Ace. I told you, it's a high-pressure environment. Well, yeah, and it's clear what chasing money and status has done to your personality, Bateman. You're a deeply troubled man whose only release is thinking about torture. What you did to Mira was more than a fantasy. You found that wrench you used to knock her out in the key to the cage. What made you do it, Bateman? Did you even have a reason? Of course I had a reason. I'm not crazy. I'm a perfectly rational man. I just couldn't take it anymore. Uh-oh. Alright, Synchronization Ace. Yes, you win. I killed Mira. I killed her because she destroyed me. She destroyed the last part of me that could still feel things. I didn't lie to you about the publicity stunt. Going to the premiere with her was business. I didn't plan on falling in love with her. Oh, great. You fell in love with Mira? Forgive me, but that's hard to believe. I didn't expect it either, but during that night I realized Mira and I were two of a kind. Ambitious, talented, a cut above the rest. I so seldom meet people who are my equals. Great Janice. It caught me off guard. It stirred up something in me that I thought was dead. When I told Mira, she mocked me. Maybe she wasn't ready to admit that she too was vulnerable. Or maybe she was truly as numb inside as she pretended to be. I'll never know. But for me, there was no going back. There was nothing to hold back all that anger anymore. Tonight I went to see her set up the stage for a performance, and I already had that wrench in my pocket. I was determined to end her life and my pain. That cage over the lava pit seemed like the perfect metaphor for what I felt. Trapped in a destructive passion. Mira was truly talented. When she turned her back, I knocked her out and locked her in the cage. I waited impatiently for her to wake up, and when she did, I lowered the cage. Hearing her screams made me delirious with pleasure. It was ecstasy. Her fury and her pain mixing with mine. I screamed with her. I didn't want it to end. Holy crap, he's evil. He is a monster. Mr. Bateman, you sicken me. I just hope the court will know what to do with it. Your lifer. Send him for life. If you don't send him for life, Powell, I don't know what's gonna happen. Dude, he needs to go for life. Mr. Bateman, you're accused of pushing Meerkat into a crevice of molten lava. I must admit, I don't often try a case like this. I consider my action entirely reasonable, Your Honor. I killed Mira because she denied me the last chance of feeling human. Mira could have pulled me back from the brink, but she didn't, so I pushed her into the fiery abyss instead. Wait, so you consider it rational to torture and kill someone because she rejected your advances? Well, it's clear that money and status have given you a sickening sense of entitlement, and when you didn't get something for the first time in your life, you couldn't stand it. Yes. You also evidently displayed some serious psychiatric issues. You're therefore sentenced to life in prison pending a psychiatric evaluation. You think I'm crazy? I'm the sanest person in this world. I'm the only one honest enough to face my darkest fantasies. Creepy AF. Creepy. Ace, what a messed up case. An artist who exploits human suffering ends up being killed by an insane businessman because he suddenly has feelings. This earthquake brought some disturbing things to surface. I just hope we can move past it, and Ace, I need to talk to you immediately. Ramirez, what's the matter? I think I found Jones's missing girlfriend. Well, thank goodness those 100 of you guys are on the stream, because we're gonna figure it out right away. That's Pikachu Games 88. Over and out.